How is Governor Lamont doing in the eyes of business people? Is he singing their tune? With us today, two business leaders, Sasha Allen Walton of the North End Agents newspaper. It's a publication in Hartford. And Brian Paganini, he is the CEO of Quantum Biopower in Southington. Brian and Sasha, thank you so much for being with us here today. And Sasha, I'll begin with you. So far, I know he's only been governor for a month practically. What do you think? Has he done so well so far in your eyes?
I'm looking to see what happens in terms of the tax rates, because as a small business owner, we get raked over when it's tax season, and the liability for us and even the interest of what we have to pay back and what we do, and we create so many jobs and so many opportunities for people in the state and people outside of the state. And so that is what I'm looking for, and I'm also looking to see his support of small businesses. The new grants and the new funding he pulls back in, and not only that, to see more minority contracts. Oftentimes, there are very few of us who are given opportunities, whether they're state or federal jobs, and the different bids that go on in and out of the city, we're neglected and we're looked over. And if we are offered the opportunity, it's not done in a way where we are able to access us. They don't often use our media and our avenues to get in touch with us to even say, hey, we got this great opportunity, it might work for you, it may not. And so that's what I'm looking to say.
You know, Brian, so far, have you heard anything that he has said that makes you think that he's going to run the state like a business rather than a government? Well,
look, we're 30 days into the administration, and I'm cautiously optimistic. As an entrepreneur and a business owner, I'm optimistic all the time. I'm cautiously optimistic because what we're seeing coming out of Hartford is unfortunately some of the same policies, such as taxation on drugs, groceries, hospitals. So for us as business leaders, we like to see programs that stabilize the business community, make Connecticut a place where people want to stay, because if people stay here, then goods and services are purchased and our businesses flourished. I am encouraged by seeing the appointment of Ingenuity and Jim Smith and David Lehman to proactively go out there and look for businesses to come back in the state and keep our current businesses here. So I think the approach is good. I'd like to see what the strategy looks like moving forward.
Will a higher minimum wage hurt your business?
No. I think it's fair to raise the minimum wage, only because I know what it's like to struggle to take care of the things that you need to take care of, and to make sure your team is comfortable in terms of what they're taking home and taking care of their families. The traditional minimum wage isn't doing what it used to be able to do, and that's just the reality of things. I don't mind paying my employees more. I'm happy to do what I can. That loyalty that you get from them by being able to give them the comfort of job security financially that works for their household is more beneficial than what I lose on the forefront in profits by paying them more.
Do you have a different take on that? Or?
I'm simply just not in favor of government helping to dictate market terms, especially for something as market sensitive as wages. So if I have an employee who's producing $10 of goods and services and I need to pay $15, there's a disparity there. And that's not really a great solution or strategy for the longevity of my business. So ultimately, someone's going to have to pay, and it's likely going to be the consumer, which I believe doesn't help us promote business here in the state of Connecticut. We want our consumers to continue to buy goods and services. That helps promote business.
You know, Brian, I'll start with you on this one. Which taxes should be lowered or perhaps eliminated to help businesses grow in the state?
So for us, because we're a technology-driven company, we look at our time to market. It took me 25 months to obtain permits to run our recycling facility here in the state of Connecticut. So taxation is one part, but the other part that we like to look at is our time to market. So if we can lower the barriers to entry in the state of Connecticut, because Connecticut ranks 43rd as far as costs of doing business throughout the country, if we can get those numbers to be a little more representative of our neighboring states, we'll be more competitive and therefore be able to compete on a higher level with our neighbors.
Sasha?
My industry is totally different being in media. I eat the cost of tax for my advertisers. I don't charge them. I take that back. But it's the penalties and the different fees that are associated with that for me at the end of the year. So now it's tax season. When I go to file my taxes, I'm going to really have to pay. And not my business paying, but me as a business owner. It comes back to bite me in the behind. There aren't that many tax benefits for us. And it sucks because we do so much to ensure that we keep jobs here and opportunities here to benefit the state and to benefit this demographic. And in the end, we don't get a pat on the back or a little incentive like, keep doing what you're doing. Here's something to help you along the way. We really get rammed over.
Do you agree with that?
I do in a way. I think for us, taxation is a symptom of where the state has been going. tax more and don't look at the revenue side. I'll give you an example. The state of Connecticut is collecting very high tax receipts right now. And we're doing that because of investor income and also quarterly filings that come from businesses. So really we're seeing the impact of revenue driving because of collecting increased taxes. 2/3 of revenue comes from taxes in the state of Connecticut. So if we benefit businesses, we're going to pay more taxes and the economy is going to go up.
Brian Paganini, Sasha Allen, we thank you so much for being in the program today. We also have a big event coming up.
We do.
Later this month, Small Business Night Out.
Small Business Night Out.
In Hartford.
Please get your tickets. It's an amazing opportunity, an event to network and be around so many dope individuals. And the tickets are actually affordable.
I'll have some information on that on my Facebook page, and we have one of the founders on next week as well to talk about it. So Sasha Allen, Brian Paganini, thank you so much. Enjoy your Sunday, everybody. Thanks for watching. See you later.